Welcome to Comparative VPN YouTube channel. Today's video will be an in-depth review of VyprVPN. VyprVPN is a VPN provider based in Switzerland and is one of the most hard-working companies in this industry. You'll find out why a bit later. For now, it's important to mention that this Swiss VPN does great on the VPN marketplace, counting more than 2 million users around the globe. On top of that, it promises to give you unlimited streaming, fast and reliable connection, and impenetrable security and privacy, which we're going to put to the test in our VyprVPN review. Also, I'm going to give you 2 VPN alternatives that are much better in case you're interested, but before I do that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever we publish a new VPN review like this one. Starting off my VyprVPN review, I need to talk about applications and ease of use. VyprVPN supports a plethora of platforms and devices ranging from Windows, Mac, iOS, Linux and Android to other devices like routers, smart TVs, QNAP, Fire TV and many more devices. Even better, it gives you 30 simultaneous connections in a single account, which is quite an impressive number and better than 90% of premium VPNs. VyprVPN's application is also quite easy to use, and connecting to the server you want takes no more than 5 or 10 seconds. To do that, you need to click here to open the server list, click on the country you want, and VyprVPN will connect you to the server located in that country. Of course, to disconnect, click here and the connection will be stopped. To open the settings menu, click on Customize, and this brings us to the next section of our VyprVPN review, Security and Privacy. In terms of security, VyprVPN isn't going to disappoint even more demanding users, which is great for a VPN this cheap. VyprVPN uses 256-bit encryption to secure your connection, as well as IP and DNS leak protection, preventing you from accidentally leaking your IP and DNS addresses to the public eye. In the application, we can also find a kill switch that you can additionally configure to work on the per app or system basis. The choice of VPN protocols is quite impressive as well, because VyprVPN offers WireGuard, IKEv2, Chameleon and of course OpenVPN. The Chameleon protocol is here for bypassing censorship, and some users even had luck with it in China, given that it's designed to bypass so-called DPI or Deep Packet Inspection that is very common for censored countries. Finally, VyprVPN offers a proprietary DNS or domain name system put in place specifically for VyprVPN users to, and I quote, increase user privacy and defeat censorship across the world. Now, the reason why I mentioned that this is a hard-working provider at the beginning of my VyprVPN review lies in the privacy policy. You see, not long ago, VyprVPN used to store logs of certain information which was imposed by the jurisdiction and could not be bypassed. The company wanted to stop this practice along with its parent company Golden Frog, and since then it started its quote-unquote fight to make the change. Finally, in 2018, VyprVPN won the fight and stopped with the connection logs it used to store. Just for the reference, this included even users' IP addresses. As you can see in the privacy policy, today VyprVPN won't store logs of IP addresses, connection timestamps, browsing history, DNS requests and other bits of information. Some personal info must be stored, however, and these include your name, email, phone number and payment information, but once again, this is a must for pretty much every VPN. The privacy policy is very short and to the point, and they want to be the same because VyprVPN's security audit from Leviathan Security is enough to tell you the whole story. In fact, this is the first VPN to get a security audit, and many VPNs started following soon after. In this VyprVPN review, we need to perform a speed test and see how fast or slow it is. What you see on the screen is my native internet speed, and I will use 2 servers to test VyprVPN and see how fast or slow it actually is. I will use one server located in Bulgaria, which is very close to my real location, and one in the United States, which is very far from me, just to see how well VyprVPN performs in different scenarios. As you can see, I'm already connected to the VPN server in Bulgaria, so let's revisit the speed test website and initiate the speed test. The speed test results are not very impressive, but not bad either, and VyprVPN shows decent performance on the server that's close to me. But what about more distant server? Well, I'm connected to the server in the United States now, so once again, let's revisit the speed test website and initiate the speed test for the last time. And now the speed test results are worse, as expected, but this is nothing when compared to some of the free VPNs I tested in the past. Still, I expected a bit better performance given the previous test results. All in all, VyprVPN isn't particularly fast, and you can expect average speeds on more distant servers, while the servers close to you will definitely give you much better performance. In the next part of our VyprVPN test and review, we need to test out if you can enjoy different streaming platforms with this VPN. Today, we'll use BBC iPlayer and Netflix. For Netflix, I will test out the US catalog and I will try to unblock the movie Batman: The Killing Joke, which is available only in the United States and I can't find it, as you can see on the screen, after which I will connect to the server in the UK and try to watch BBC iPlayer. First, let's connect to the server in the US and then let's refresh the page. After refreshing the page, we can see the movie right here, which means that Netflix US works. But let's try to watch it to confirm that. And as expected, the movie really works, but I must stop the footage to prevent any copyright claims. I'm now disconnected from the US server and I will try to watch BBC iPlayer. Of course, it gives me the error message because I'm not located in the UK, so let's connect to the server in the United Kingdom and then refresh the page. As you can see now, the geo restriction message is not there, meaning that BBC iPlayer works. But let's try to watch this show. As expected, the show works flawlessly, but I'm blurring the footage to prevent any copyright claims once again. With the streaming test out of the way, we can confidently say that VyprVPN is a decent choice for streaming, and as you can see, it passes the test with flying colors. One thing where VyprVPN disappoints is the server network. For a year, VyprVPN has the exact same number of servers, which is 700, and the exact same number of server locations, which is around 70, give or take. For a premium VPN, this is simply unacceptable given that ExpressVPN, CyberGhost, NordVPN, HideMe, PIA, and many others already have thousands of servers at your disposal. Furthermore, in my VyprVPN review, I also noticed that it doesn't have dedicated P2P or streaming servers, which isn't a big deal because you can do both with any of the servers from the list. On the brighter side, VyprVPN's server distribution is very decent, and you also get lots of locations in Africa and Middle East, which isn't the case with more expensive VPNs. The customer support team of VyprVPN is available 24/7 and you can get in contact with VyprVPN either through live chat or by submitting a request, which is all you need in this case. Live chat support works great, and as soon as you initiate a conversation, the customer support team member connects and starts tackling your issue, making you feel special as a customer. Honestly, I didn't bother too much trying out email support, but one time I submitted a request, I got a response in less than 1 hour, which is rather quick. And now we come to the price in this VyprVPN review. From the look of it, VyprVPN is very cheap, and if you look closely, this is indeed the case, and this applies to all plans, including the monthly one, which technically does not exist. You see, VyprVPN will cost you $647 a month, but you can't pay on a monthly basis. Instead, VyprVPN will charge you $12.95 every 2 months. Then we have the 18-month plan with 6 free months included at $250 per month or $45 upfront. And finally, the star of the show here is the 3-year plan with 1 year free included that costs just $167 a month or $60 upfront. You cannot deny that VyprVPN is a good VPN for the money, and I can't lie to you, I like this VPN a lot, but if you want a VPN with more servers and faster speeds, we suggest going for CyberGhost instead, which is a tiny bit more expensive but offers 7,000 servers in 90 countries, better performance, dedicated P2P and streaming servers, and has more security features. Or perhaps you can go for ExpressVPN, which is a more expensive option, but gives you 3,000 servers in 94 countries, significantly faster speeds than VyprVPN and CyberGhost, works with more than 15 Netflix catalogs, and has a verified no-logging policy for the highest level of privacy. In fact, I left links to both VPNs in the description below, so you can check them out and claim special discounts on their long-term plans. To conclude our VyprVPN review and test, we must point out that this is a pretty good VPN for the money. Its cheap price is accompanied by a 30-day money-back guarantee, but also solid performance, great app support, the ability to unblock many streaming platforms, 24/7 support, and a certified no-logging policy that sets standards for other VPNs to follow. Unfortunately, VyprVPN has a small server network and its speeds are pretty average when compared to ExpressVPN and CyberGhost, for example, which is why we recommend these two VPNs over VyprVPN if you really want to get the most out of your money. With that said, this was all for today's video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to our channel and stay with us because many more VPN reviews are coming very soon. See you in the next video. Bye!